Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
It is well positioned. Vinicius Junior! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Tries to play it through. Sangare. Not where it came from. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, the midfielder, Ryan Gravenberch, is just very cultured, Peter. Another really fine product from the famous Amsterdam production line. And just like so many of their alumni, he's shown wonderful intelligence and versatility. And, of course, vision whenever he's played. I think he's a tremendous all-round talent.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Chance here to counter. Çalhanoğlu. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Neymar. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe. And it's Porro. Nice control. Bruno Fernandes is onto this.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Still goalless at the moment. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pinches it off him. Neymar. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Kong and Hanoi are looking to go forward now. And he's quick to snatch it back. Unrelenting, uncompromising. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's De Jong. Sangare. Turns back here, probably the best option. Great chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Kong and Hanoi really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And they've switched it over to the other side. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Nice interception, well timed. DiMarco. De Jong. Now he's got space here. Nicely worked. He's being urged to shoot. And it's played in. Pedro Porro. Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, that's clever. And it's hoisted clear. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. De Jong. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Neymar. Passing nice and neat. And Sangare. He's chosen to go back. Looking to pass their way up the... And the shot! It's in! And deep into first half stoppage time. A timely strike. And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Vietnam unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitutions taking place.
And we get things going again.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Played into space. Neymar. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's been drilled forward.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Carreras. Crosses it in here.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
That has not gone well. And here's Mbappe. Pedro Porro has it in a wide position. And that has been cleared. Played it again. And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
De Jong. He is starved of space and time. Vietnam do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's made its way to him. Neymar. Vietnam still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Romero makes the interception. Çalhanoğlu. And here's Haaland. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Opts to play it back. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but...
Can he finish? And that was struck with genuine force.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Number 9, Turn.
That's been intercepted.
That's great
Number
positioning,
41,
so good from him.
Rice. Number 18, Dembele.
The most accurate pass.
Erling Haaland.
Dembele
Substitution.
looking to play him in. Howson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's a key interception.
This is the time you need that pace. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Haaland, looking for options for... Takes a shot! Well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution on the field. Number 32.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 22.
Kong and Hanoi are
Neymar.
sitting pretty,
Coming on the
2-0
field,
up.
You
number
can really
15,
sense how important this
number
goal was for them.
87,
They needed it,
John
now they have it.
Substitution
Up
in
with that
progress.
dink over the top. Nicked it back promptly. Schlotterbeck. And it's Tonali. O'Reilly. Çalhanoğlu. Knocks it into space. He's having a shot! It's a goal! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Kong and Hanoi surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Çalhanoğlu.
Vietnam really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, that's... and a header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Haaland certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move
There
on.
will be 3 minutes added time.
And here's Haaland.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Haaland. And this is Dembele. He's picked his way through. There's the header. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. That's it. There will be time for no more. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Thoughts on
And
what
now
we've just
I'd
seen?
just like to
Well,
read
Peter,
out our
this was
fan
probably
comments who
more
are celebrating their
slugfest than
birthdays
a
today.
game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Probing pass. Oh, that's a fine interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro. And I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always goes about his business with conviction and authority, and a proper leader.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. De Jong. So no chances falling either way for the time being. This is a promising build-up. That's destined for the flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vietnam do have a chance to counter here.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do it.
There's the shot! They've scored! The first significant strike. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
And smartly reclaimed. Schlotterbeck. Well, they can break here.
Kongan Hanoi really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Toro. De Jong. And it's been shipped out wide. It's a promising position. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And he's taking no chances there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, that was vital. De Jong. Now, who's going to be first to this? Now, what about a counter-attack? Sangare. DiMarco. And here's Thuram. Vinicius Junior caresses it through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Carreras. Çalhanoğlu, who does have an assist to his name. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And here's Mbappe, and back it goes. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Vietnam can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Gravenberg. Now Schlotterbeck. Bruno Fernandes looking to add to his goal. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that was nowhere near his best. De Jong, passing is crisp and sharp. Haaland, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior charging forward, the ball at his feet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Vietnam go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Vietnam with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. So straight into the second half.
Vietnam can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
De Jong. Coming on the field,
Van der Ven.
14,
Over to the other side.
Number 20, João Cancelo. Number
Oh, that's
87,
neat.
John Neves.
Vinicius Junior. Chance here to counter. DiMarco. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's very neat. That has not gone well. Bruno Fernandes. Well seen, saw that coming. Now it's Thuram. Chips it through. That's a little off target. Looking for the run. Tries a shot! Superb from Vinicius Junior! A finish right from the top draw! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Marmoush really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put...
Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Gravenberg. And it's Porro. It's a good spell of possession, this. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Played into space. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he spark a counter here? Gravenberg. Now Pedro Porro.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, can they get him away? Pedro Porro. Gravenberg. Carreras. Bellingham. Sangare.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Marmouche. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Real chance! It's hit the upright. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
The two coaches are
Vinicius
signalling
Junior.
changes here, both at the same
Number
time.
9, Cham.
Concentration
Number
levels
10,
are very good, and so is the commitment. This
Coming on
game
the field,
could yet yield a winner.
Number 11, Erling Haaland. Number 18, Dembele. Number 22,
O'Reilly.
Neymar. Substitutions taking place.
Tonali. And it's Bellingham. Can he get it through? João Neves. Dembele. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Calhanoglu. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, this looks sharp.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Calhanoglu, and he was quick to react. And here's Marmouche. João Neves. He leaps for it. Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Haaland has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
And it's O'Reilly. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's going wide left. In towards the... Oh, good effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Gabriel. DiMarco. And it's DiMarco. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Mbappe! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Vietnam pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Is now on sale in the stadium hall.
Vietnam have done it. They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Vietnam really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are barely able to move.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance, going for goal! DiMarco delivers the ball. Van der Ven is there, and he can get that clear. Good ball, good take. Knocks it out wide. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van der Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, well played, well sorted out. De Jong. Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Vinicius Junior. And here's Thuram. This looks promising. Wriggles his way through. DiMarco gets into a good position.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Takes aim and crosses. And he thumps it clear. That's good play. De Jong. Bellingham. Played out to the left flank. Now the delivery.
Kong and Hanoi clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route.
Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Çalhanoğlu is fouled. Vietnam still without a single shot on target. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. Dink through. And he can thump it away. And it's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. De Jong. Good, strong midfield running here. Great ball, and he's in here. Thuram! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Thuram is offering a wry smile there.
Van der Ven. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Jong. And he's quick to return it. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, good climb! Loose. They scored! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Vietnam really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Kong and Hanoi have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Taken back. Great chance! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Oh, he's having a go!
There will be 1 minute
Carreras
added time.
promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Haaland. And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Vinicius Junior. Sankari. Spread to the right. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Moved on forwards. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bruno Fernandes. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Carreras. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Jong. Now it's Tura. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, well played. Van de Ven goes direct. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes wins the duel this time. Lobbed in behind. Di Marco. And he's only too happy to take that back. Looking for options for movement. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Kong and Hanoi clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Mbappe. Has crossed into the middle. And he's taking no chances there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior is onto this. Bellingham. Van de Ven attempts a clearance. Sangare.
Sangare really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Schlotterbeck did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bellingham. Gabriel. And that is a little undercooked. Carreras.
Oh, great feat that.
He is through here. Cross into the box. And a header! And it's in! And the comeback is complete! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Now it's Haaland.
Coming on the field. Number 14.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's played it in low. And that has been cleared.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Number 87, John Evans. Substitution in progress.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking for the run. He's being urged to shoot. Plays in a cross. Corner number 2 then. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Into the last five. Oh, what has happened here? Always goal side. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, he's on his own!
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Vietnam can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Mbappe. That's been slipped through, and he's found a way past. João Neves. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture? And the shot! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. In towards the back stick.
That's good defensive concentration.
Aimed beyond the defence. Neatly clipped into space. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Knocks it into space. And the shot! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Kong and Hanoi finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Caresses it through. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Played over towards the opposite flank. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Kong and Hanoi have the chance to go the other way. And here's Mbappe. Pedro Porro. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pedro Porro. To Calhanoglu. Mbappe. Over to the right flank. And it's Gravenberch. And he's found a way past. Haaland. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
This is the time you need that pace.
Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Calhanoglu. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now, can he finish? And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Marmouche. And Marmouche! And that's another fine save.
Marmouche really can't believe it, foiled by the keeper again.
They've played it short. And here's Di Marco, played in with purpose. And now they can spring out of defence. Half an hour played now. Mbappe tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now it's Thuram. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Searching pass he's played there. Well read, nice interception. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Mbappe, pass is coming off in quick succession here. Vinicius Junior. And that has left him in a heap. Calhanoglu. Van der Ven. And Carreras.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Has a look and plays it forward. Carreras scooting forward. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Please use parking provided by the club or
Vietnam,
any other
clearly
parking
the
facilities
superior
in the
force
area.
halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. And we get things going again. Calhanoglu. Gravenberch. Oh, he's burst through. It's come to nothing. And now the breakaway. It's a good run he's making out on the left. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Carreras. Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham. Marmouche. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, can he get onto this?
Vietnam couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And this is Çalhanoğlu. Sangare. Now João Neves. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Vinicius Junior. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And he's chosen to go back, looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's straight offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Kong and Hanoi can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
9, Chao. Number 13.
Threads
Temba.
one in.
Coming on the field.
It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Number 20.
He's had a shot! Now, how often do you see that?
Kong and Hanoi certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Mbappe looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again,
João Neves! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mbappe. Great ball if he can get there. Haaland. And the finish! And he's stuck it away. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but...
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening. The
today's
skies are
match.
clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Well, that is good. Can he finish? There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He's Bruno Fernandes! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's good play. Vietnam have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's been played through. Oh, what a ball! Real chance! And that's a tidy finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Çalhanoğlu, and he's had it nicked away. Schlotterbeck did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, nice touch. Stood up well to him there. Bruno Fernandes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And the chance, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Carreras attempts a clearance. Oh, super ball! That's a lovely, neat pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries from distance. Great effort, but no way through. And he's going to have his name taken. Pedro Porro. Closing in on goal. Now it's Mbappe. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. João Neves.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pedro Porro. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Picked out brilliantly. Chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. DiMarco goes short. Howson gets it away. Gabriel. And here's Bellingham. Back when it goes. That's a decent clearance. Van der Ven plays it all the way forward. Schlotterbeck. And here's Thuram.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's heaved it away. João Cancelo. Sangare. And it's DiMarco. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. It's a searching pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Gravenberch. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this?
Has been indicated.
He's in a great position here. João Neves.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's a cute ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. João Neves. Very nicely done. That's the end of the first 45. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Vietnam clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Haaland! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And now he has two.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Vietnam takes a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Van der Ven. Howson. Thinks about the shot. Forced to go back. And the finish!
Vietnam are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Now that's a lovely exchange. That is a brilliant interception. Bruno Fernandes. Çalhanoğlu. Bruno Fernandes. And he's picked out the run. And he's managed to get free. He's free, he has got space. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's picked his way through. And a chance! Oh, good finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That was easy, almost too easy. Oh, good climb! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, there's the clearance. Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Van de Ven. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Now it's Haaland. Thuram, good take, and is he in? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
John Neves. Number 9.
O'Reilly drives forward on the overlap. That's
Number
very
22,
neat.
Neymar.
And it's
Number
Çalhanoğlu.
21,
Çalhanoğlu
Frenkie de Jong.
charging forward, the ball at his feet.
18, Dembele. Substitution.
Now, what about a counter-attack? De Jong. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chips it through. He's had a shot! And a neat finish. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Vietnam have their lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Hangs in a cross. Well read, and the danger is averted.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Dembele. There's the delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. O'Reilly. Great defending, strong and determined. DiMarco.
Kong and Hanoi really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw.
Shot a goal! And that's a good finish. They have stolen level at the last. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Added minutes have
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And that was asking for too much. Deep into stoppage time. Clipped into space. Now that's well seen too. Pass somewhat off target. He's on it, can he get away? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And there goes the final whistle. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. The referee's awarded a free kick. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And the ball's gone astray.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Vinicius Junior. DiMarco. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Bruno Fernandes is one of the truly outstanding midfielders. He's someone I see as being arguably the best of the crop in the current generation of box-to-box playmakers. I really like his direct style, both on and off the ball.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. No way through. Vinicius Junior! Schlotterbeck can get it clear. Incoming delivery. He's rising! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Calhanoglu. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Vietnam are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. De Jong. De Jong gets on his bike and on the move. Done delicately. Oh, that's well spotted.
Kong and Hanoi definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And here's Vinicius Junior, DiMarco, and it's De Jong. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Big chance! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Timber. It's a good run down the right. Van der Ven calmly anticipates. Carreras. Howson. Now he's got space here. And there's green grass ahead of him. DiMarco. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Pedro Porro. That is lovely. Gravenberg charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that is a little undercooked. Vinicius Junior is sporting a guilty look. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Shapes to shoot! They've scored! So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, right place, right time. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Vietnam can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gravenberg. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Eder Militao did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Bellingham. Oh, sweet feet.
1 minute added time.
That's an imaginative pass. Eder Militao makes the interception. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, great chance! Gravenberg, and it's played in here. Gavri. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vietnam come in leading by just the odd goal.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Vietnam looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
The second period is underway.
Number 21.
Vietnam leading courtesy of the game's only goal.
Turnbull. Coming on the field. Number 14.
Marmouche. Great vision.
Number 87. John Evans.
Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Marmouche. Çalhanoğlu. Ambitious ball here. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And it's Bellingham. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Garcia breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And he's had it nicked away. João Neves. Good ball, good take. Vietnam are still that goal to the good. Pedro Porro. Good running, strong and purposeful. Great ball, and he's in here. The ball swung in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Pedro Porro. Oh, well played, well played.
Kong and Hanoi really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Thuram. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow...
Chance! And that's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Number 7, Vinicius
Now some
Junior.
movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So a couple of front-footed
Coming on the
alterations
field,
here, a pair of
number
forwards entering the
18.
field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Neves. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Marmouche, who has found support out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Kong and Hanoi have their second corner now. Keeper's dealt with that.
Kong and Hanoi clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he cuts out the supply. Sangare. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's crossed into the middle. Schlotterbeck clears it away. Decent chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Bellingham plays it in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Schlotterbeck spots it and intercepts. 5 minutes left on the clock. He's a sharp little ball here. Gabriel does really well to win the ball there. This is a promising build-up. Marmouche. Distributed tidily. Forced to go back. He's on it. Shoots! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution on the field.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives.
Coming on the field.
Punched away.
Is number 17, Yamal.
João Neves.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, nice touch.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And here's Yamal. Oh, that's neat. Nice looking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. O'Reilly wins the duel this time. Oh, delightful ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe. Very nicely done. Now it's Vitinha. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Shoots! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. De Jong. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram. Big chance! And he hits the net. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
We're looking at a different game. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Pedro Porro bops him off it and wins back the ball. Pedro Porro is fouled. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Now it's crossed into the middle. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, that's nice. He's had it taken off him. Oh, there's a probing ball. Gravenberg. Oh, such a clever touch. He's on it, can he get away? Chance for a shot! And a neat finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So again, we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Schlotterbeck did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. Now it's Osimhen. It's a threatening ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Thuram. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Half an hour played now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now he's got space here. Tries to pass it through. Sangare. Now DiMarco. Sangare. Looking tidy in possession here. Knocks it out wide. De Jong. Nice sequence of passes this. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Haaland. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Goal! And the comeback is complete. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Vietnam leading now.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Sangare. Bellingham. Bellingham. And it's made its... Bellingham! Oh, good finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming.
Impressive. It's bounced back off the post.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eder Militao. DiMarco. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Little putt. And the whistle goes for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So a half that has been utterly unpredictable. A real cliffhanger of a first half, which sets us up perfectly for the action to follow. The second half is up and running. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's been cut out, well played.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Searching pass he's played there. De Jong. And Sangare. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Lovely, now then. Bellingham. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well,
And a chance! And it's in! Back where they want to be! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Vinicius Junior proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field.
Well, look,
Number
they know they've got a
21,
height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field. Number
Real
31,
chance!
Rice.
DiMarco
Number 11,
getting this one clear.
Erling Haaland.
Osimhen under
Substitution.
intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Carreras. Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Vietnam can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
This is a promising build-up. And no, that was never going to make it. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Thuram. And he's intervened well there. Bellingham. And here's Osimhen. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Yildiz. Oh, look at... And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yildiz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. That is good pressure, just hounded him off. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Timber. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Timber picks it up out wide. Oh, that's neat. That's going across goal. Oh, good effort! And one more try! No, just not quite.
Bellingham certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Carreras. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Vietnam really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Thuram. Oh, that was vital. Courtois can clear it away. Bellingham has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Threads one in, an instinctive delivery. He's rising! And that would have been game, set and match.
Haaland really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
The two coaches
Bellingham.
are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
DeMarco. Number 9. Thuram. Coming on the
Aims
field.
beyond the defence.
Number 87. Joe Neves.
Cross is blocked, and that's a
Number
corner.
15. Number 20. João
So,
Cancelo.
third corner of the game.
Substitution in progress.
Tries to get it clear. Van der Ven. This looks promising. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good read, needed to be. And he's there to get it away. João Cancelo. On the through ball, Harrison spots it and intercepts.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Kong and Hanoi clearly now in lead preservation mode.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Tonali. It's a searching pass. Eder Militao calmly anticipates. That's an imaginative pass. Van der Ven kept his eye on it. I think they're done. They are done. Vietnam illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, straight into the action. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Bellingham knocks it into space. Now it's Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're back on the ball again. Thuram, he's through. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Kong and Hanoi have their first shot on goal, the first shot of the game. Played into space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago, he was the highest scoring midfielder in Europe with 33 goals in all comps. And we aren't even talking about his assists.
Oh, great leap! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Bruno Fernandes. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Probing pass. Timber. Vietnam still without a single shot on target. Not the most accurate pass. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro making good progress on the right-hand side. And here's Mbappe. He's got away. Goes for a shot! He's scored! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bruno Fernandes. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
DiMarco. Çalhanoğlu. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, easy pickings there. Pedro Porro.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Haaland is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That has been slung wide. That's good play. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's had it taken off him.
Vietnam really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
That pass has been well intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Mbappe. And that's a good ball. Decent shot! It's hit the uprights. Haaland touches it back.
He's got no choice.
Gravenberch! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's Gravenberch.
There will be 1 minute added time.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Dembele. Oh, that's a key interception. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Vietnam coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Vietnam have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Back on the way then.
Number 18.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Tango. Number 21.
And he was quick to react.
Coming on the field. Number 14.
Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Good play on the left-hand side here. And that's aimed into them. Terrific effort!
Number 87.
Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Now it's Thuram. This looks promising. Marmouche. DiMarco. Good read, needed to be. Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. Mbappe! Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's great chance! And that's a tidy finish. And this is getting better and better. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
In comes the corner. Vietnam have their second corner now. And they win it back again. And now they can spring out of defence. Just the keeper in his way. He's having a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's there to head it! Oh, it rattles the bar! And he hits the net! Vinicius Junior duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right...
Oh, what a mistake! Chance for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Bruno Fernandes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And yes, it's him again. So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Gently done. Well, that looks a decent ball. Bruno Fernandes. He's picked his way through.